So I'm gonna be doing something a little differently from how I normally do these videos, at least up until this point, and at least on my end, for the back half of the characters. At least for Amy and Big. I don't know if I'm gonna do this for Gamma as well, because his story is a little closer to a traditional Sonic Adventure story. But I'm just going to be doing Amy and Big in one go, one big recording, and I'll just split them up as I see fit. For a few reasons. For Big, I just kind of want to get his done, like, as soon as I can. And for Amy, you'll see.
It's my turn now. Gee, I'm bored. Every day's the same old thing. Same place, different day. I miss the good old days. Hanging out with my hero, Sonic. Chasing bad guys. And blowing them away. But now he's gone. And there's nothing left to do. But shop till I drop. There was always something fun to do with Sonic around. I really miss him. Hey, what's going on here? Is there an eclipse today or what? Nobody forecast a storm or anything. Eggman, can it be? What's that? Ah! Watch it! Watch it! Ow! You should watch where you're going, buddy! Hey, are you alright? You look kind of hurt. What's this? Uh-oh! Yikes! You almost ran me over, creep! Oh no! Let's get out of here! That was one of Eggman's robots, huh? He must have captured you, and somehow you got away, right? Don't worry, I'll protect you. I'll do my best to keep us both from harm. I'll stand by you all the way.
So I really like Amy because her sole character trait is girl. I suppose if you, like, get too literal of the fact that's not entirely fair, since, I mean, it's not an inherently girly thing to do several of the things that define Amy as a character, but it is, like, kind of the stereotypical early 2000s interpretation of girl in media that isn't specifically targeted at girls. Hell, even in media that is targeted at girls, just because a lot of I feel like a lot of media, at least for a while, if it was targeted at girls, it was kind of all just, like, either done by some dude who tried to pretend he knew about girls because he had a daughter or something, or it was done by, well, a girl who just had interests like that, and I don't know, because I don't know, it's a combination of people just thinking their interests are entirely, like, because of their gender or whatever, and a lot of adults thinking kids are blithering idiots. I don't know. It's weird. But yeah, I'm really not a fan of Amy's playstyle. I feel like she's a little too stiff and has way too much of an acceleration to her, but I like this hammer jump. It's a really fun move to use if you can pull it off. I want to see, like, if they make a Sonic Adventure remake, which they're never going to do, I know for certain. But if they were to do that, I would like to see Amy fleshed out a little more in her gameplay, maybe give her more levels, because, spoiler alert, she only has 3. And I'd like to see her just have better handling, I guess.
My hero, Sonic! Long time no see!
And it happened again.
Amy!
What's your problem? See, this little birdie's got in trouble. I think you should be his bodyguard a little while.
What?
Doesn't matter. We'll just tag along.
No way!
Come on, don't run away! Oh!
I guess beyond that, this is actually like the latest I've ever recorded one of these. I usually record these in the afternoon, I guess. But like right now I'm recording at like 12 a.m. Actually closer to 1 a.m., but yeah. It's also kind of been a while since the last few videos just because when I started uploading these, as you can probably tell, I had a huge backlog that I'd built up. Like, I'd already finished Sonic's story before I even started to upload any of these.
Wait up,
But,
Sonic!
like,
Not fair! I can't run as fast
should I bother not talking over these? Considering I've already seen pretty much this entire part of the story.
Ah, look! Eggman's robot's on the loose!
Don't
Nah.
panic! I'll handle that bag of bolts!
Ah!
Now what's wrong? Huh?
But yeah, either way, I haven't been running that much since that,
Couples can get in free!
first world batch.
What are we waiting for?
And so, enough times passed where I can say I'm pretty certain I didn't get that job that I applied for. Which is unfortunate, but I guess I'm gonna have to get back into the job search, as it were, but I'm feeling a little more confident considering I actually had an interview that I finished this time, and it went somewhat okay. So I don't know. Hopefully it won't be too long, and I mean, normally I'd say I'll tack something on here if I do find another job in the meantime, but I've gotten into the habit of, like, editing these things pretty much right as I finish recording them, so that's absolutely not true. Unless I just find a job tomorrow or whatever. That's not exactly likely. I didn't explain a single thing that we were doing in there, but I guess it's self-explanatory. You just hit those switches and it unlocks this little section here, which is... it's kind of neat, I guess. Oh, hello. Oh. Still get the camera jerking you around a little. Whoa, hello. But yeah, the trick to playing as Amy, especially if you want to get that hammer jump in at any point, is you don't want to make sharp turns. Like, if a turn is at all sharp, then it's going to cancel your momentum immediately. Oh, hello. Yeah. Also, keep in mind in this section that the, oh. Asshole. That the mirror image you see there is actually, like, closer to what you want to be looking at. Yeah, that wasn't particularly tricky. And we're almost at the end of the level. Yeah, if you haven't figured out yet, the gimmick with Amy's levels is that she's being chased by that robot over there, Zero, the robot that kidnaps her in one part of Sonic's story. And Zero honestly isn't that much of a threat for most of the game, or most of the story, rather. Oh, I missed an extra life.
I'm free!
Oh, well, Amy's story is kind of piss easy anyway, so it's not like I care.
Welcome to Twinkle Park.
Hey. Nah.
Whew! I'm glad we finally lost that robot. Sonic must have gotten lost too. Ah! Hey, watch it, Bolt Brain! Let us down! Let us go! Help! Sonic! Now, calm down. What do you want?
I'm fascinated by the way Amy's sitting.
Hand me the bird.
Nope.
Like, that seems really painful to me.
No, never.
Why not?
I don't need to tell you anything. You tell me why you want it now.
Does not compute.
You don't even know? I know you might hurt us both. Please, Mr. Robot. Won't you help us, please?
Insufficient data. You have feelings for something you know nothing about. Illogical.
I pity you. Love is not part of your programming. You are missing something good. Hey, Birdie, come back here.
Go. Escape.
Well, what?
here. Hurry, we'll be at the Mystic Ruins base soon.
You're really nice. You're different from the other robots. You've got a soft spot inside your metal frame. If you want, we can be friends, okay?
You know, it seems like this to kind of make me more than usual a bit annoyed at how kind of shallow Amy tends to be written in these games. Because it kind of feels like they had better plans for her as a character. By the way, this is the Chow Egg for the Egg Carrier, if you were wondering. I'm not going to give that just yet, because I want to, first things first, solve ourselves a minigame.
You're not going to escape from here. Let's see if you can clear this awesome game.
Alright, yeah, I know someone's probably gonna say something like, oh, Amy's done better in such and such media, because I hear people say that there's actually some, I think it might be the IDW comics or something, where Amy actually is a particularly well-written character, and that's fine. But, like, I don't know. I'd like to see the games handle her a little better. Anyway, let's get ourselves to something. So this is basically just whack-a-mole. You have to hit the Sonics, and you have to avoid the Eggmans. This is slightly harder to remember it being. I might just be used to the one in Psychonauts, because I play Psychonauts a little more often when I play this. And, like, the whack-a-mole minigame in Psychonauts is really fucking generous.
What? I can't believe this is happening!
That said, it kind of works out fine here, because we kind of want to get a lowish score here. Like, I already won, like, 700 points over, without thinking.
Behold the warrior feather! Now you can do the spin hammer attack. Press and hold the action button and move the directional pad in a circle.
Yeah, and there's a reason we want to get a lowish score here. And you will see that eventually, but first things first, check out this sick new move we got. This is literally only ever useful in this mini-game. And even at that, it's a little tricky to use. But hey, you can use it to cheese the minigame the second time we go through, which, spoiler alert, we're gonna be doing this minigame a second time. Let's get ourselves this Chow Egg, so we can have ourselves black Chow with pink freckles, I guess.